Hello, Bronco fans and football fans everywhere. Welcome to the Broncos Buzz, the last Friday before Christmas. This is a show that is everything Broncos and brought to you with emotion, passion, honesty, and of course, my comments, Spence's comments, your comments in the chat. We are Broncos Buzz. I am your host, Bronco Bill, alongside my co-host, Kona Spence. Hope everyone had a fantastic week. It's the last Friday, the last weekend before Christmas, and all the little kiddies wake you up at like 3:30 in the morning because they can't wait till the sun comes up to open their gifts. I remember that when I was like, well, not 3:30, my dad would have killed me, but as soon as the sun came up, you know, my mom was really cool. She'd get up and we'd get like a little gift that they had set aside that we could open up. So, you know, kind of entertain us until my dad woke up and things got going. Before we get into all of the holiday festivities and all that, Spence, how was your week, my friend?
Oh, just another glorious day here at Casa de la Chaos, going this way, that way, that way, that way, that way, that way, that way. Receding hairline, of course, going that way. And yeah, Casa de la Chaos in full force.
Other than that, you had a good week.
Yes, I did. How about you? How was your week?
My week was good because I didn't fall off a ladder.
So you're on 2 feet.
I'm on 2 feet. It was funny because at the golf course, we got all new golf carts, and we had a couple guys were taking down the golf cart charging units that are like 8 feet up, and they look at me and they go, "You're not even getting on a ladder." I said, "I wasn't even going to suggest it. I'm not doing that." But no, a good week. I can't believe Christmas is next Thursday. Holy smokes, man. Holy smokes, that's crazy. Are you ready for Christmas? Have you gotten all your gifts? Dude, it's less than a week away.
I know. But come on, when you're married, do you have enough gifts? No.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of gifts, I ordered my wife's today. One comes Sunday from Amazon. The other one doesn't come until after Christmas and hopefully before New Year's, but doesn't look like it. So hey, that's good. She can get one, then she can wait for the other one, and it'll be like a double Christmas.
There you go.
It's all good. It's all good. All right. Before we jump into the topics, guys, just want to say happy weekend, happy Friday. Enjoy yourself, guys. And I'm going to say this now, and I'm going to also say it at the end of the show. And I know Spence will echo it as well. Guys, hope each and every one of you have a wonderful, safe, Merry Christmas. You guys, it's been a joy this entire year to have you in the chat, to have you part of the show with all your comments. Guys, we really want you to have a wonderful, wonderful Merry Christmas with you, your family, and your friends. So, you want to echo that, Spence, or you good with it?
Yeah. Happy holidays to everybody, to our Hanukkah community, to our Christian community, to everybody. Have a wonderful holiday season. Celebrate with family, friends, neighbors, loved ones. Enjoy yourselves. And then come back to our show the next day after Christmas for the next Broncos Buzz.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. G money. Says, okay, Bowie. Okay.
No,
big question.
No.
Okay. I'm not going to go there. Big question yet again. 2 beers or not 2 beers? Well, we're waiting.
Okay, no. So this
Hi, Anna.
The box.
Hi.
My
How
Christmas
are you?
tree.
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing wonderfully.
Already?
Yeah, we're live.
Hi, everybody.
We're live, honey. This is live TV.
That's what we do. That's what we do. We have fun. We bring. Look at her. She's dressing her husband on live TV. I love it. Or live internet. I love it. somehow
Do I look
Spence.
okay?
Somehow,
Do I need makeup or am I okay?
Makeup. I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Oh, okay. The
starting to
boss.
wonder- I'm starting to wonder about you, Spence.
Trust me. I wonder
Starting to
about me 24/7. No, go back to that comment, and I know who that is. It's a buddy of mine. So my college nickname was the Ultimate Foe because there was one day that I had an incredible sports day. I shot one of my best rounds of golf with my dad. I shot a 77. Then I was unstoppable playing basketball with all my friends. And then we played poker that night, and I was winning everything. Got to a hand with my buddy Brian, and it was 7-card stud, and it didn't look like I had much of anything. He was just raising. I was okay. I flip over. I have a straight flush. He had 4 of a kind, and he's just a guy who doesn't fumble his words at all. He's you're the ultimate foe, and it's just stayed with me forever. So I know who this buddy is. Okay, foe. Big question yet again: 2 beers or not 2 beers? Well, we're waiting. All right. Well, there has been questions. Now this is a full beer, unopened, right, Bill?
I see it.
There's been questions that when I down my beer, my drink, it's not a beer. It's apple juice or it's other things.
That's what I say because you do it so easily.
Well, this has come with years and years and years of training. You know, you have to. My uncle started me early. My uncle John, rest in peace.
Started me early. What? We were like 5 or what? God, dude.
I might have been.
Started me early. Holy
so
crap.
To G Money, to Jack Hanna, to David Yonkin, to everybody else in the chat, 2 beers or not 2 beers? There is no question.
God dang. I can't drink water that fast, dude. So now are you cut off?
Yeah, the boss cut me off.
So you're done? That's all you have?
No, I got another container.
All right, let's get to more of the chat. You guys are wonderful for being here. David Yonkin said, just stopping by to say, have a great weekend, everyone. David, I hope you're doing well. I really do, Dave. Have a wonderful, blessed Christmas, you and your family, and do take care of your health, buddy. I mean that seriously. Really mean that seriously. Jack Canna, what is up?
What is up,
Bill
Jack?
Spence, cheers and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. As you guys can see, we got the Christmas background once again, as we had it last Friday. Hey, it's the season. We don't. This show doesn't wait for other shows to possibly do it before us. We do it before them because that's who we are. That's what we do. Jack says, I know Spence wants Santa to bring a case of, yeah, no doubt. Either
only
that
a case.
To buy it for him.
Only a case.
Well, you know,
no,
only a case. It's a case of it's whatever Spence wants.
No, it's whatever Anna wants, as always.
Jack Hansen said, Bill wants for Christmas that Colorado continues his point scoring streak, leads the NHL. Oh man, we're playing tonight. I got the TV on right now. It's the Hurricanes and the Florida Panthers. Hurricanes are winning 1-0. I'm just waiting until the Avalanche starts at 6 because I know the show never ends an hour. So I got to have that on there so I can see a little bit of it. Anyways, River Tremel, thank you so much for being in the chat. Hello, and thanks for being here on last Friday before Christmas. Hope you have a wonderful, Merry Christmas to you and your family and whoever else you happen to be around. Clayton Haran says, hey, guys. I say, hey, what's up? He said, smash that like button and share, guys. Absolutely. Thank you so much. And my brother-in-law from Vegas, Rudy, says, so Bill and Spence to become Christian Day. What is he talking about?
Christian Day Boulevard on Sunday.
What's that supposed to mean?
Root.
You know, you got to understand Rudy. Here's the thing with Rudy. He's my brother-in-law, but he's out there with some strange stuff. But you know what? We all try and figure out his hieroglyphics and read between the lines and stuff, but sometimes he just comes out there. We just don't know what he's saying. But we welcome him in. He's not saying anything that's derogatory and thing. Clayton Ron said not 2 beers, meaning he don't want 2 beers.
Meaning he wants coffee instead.
Now, Clayton, I have to ask you, have you ever had Pete's coffee? I don't know if you can get that wherever you are, but Pete's coffee is my favorite. Oh my gosh. It's strong, it's flavorful, it's fantastic. Love Pete's coffee. Love Pete's coffee. Now, here's the thing. Speaking of coffee, my wife Susie bought 24 variety of coffees. She only likes like 8 of them because she doesn't like anything that has to do with like butterscotch, butter pecan, you know, all that kind of stuff. So guess who has to have them? Me. And I don't really like that. I just want coffee flavor. I just want Pete's coffee flavor. She's like, but babe, I don't want to waste them. And that's okay, babe. I'll wait. So I take a flavored one day at work. The next day I have to cleanse my palate with a Pete's. Then I took a flavored one today. Guess what I'm having tomorrow? Pete's.
Pete's.
Exactly. No doubt about it. Oh no, David. Back here.
Sorry.
David, I have nurses coming in for blood work, so have a great night. Oh, David.
Hey, David, you're getting better. You're taking the steps necessary to get there. So take your time. You'll get there.
David, just break our heart, man. We love seeing you, man. You're a great person to chat, man. It's just get better, Dave. Get better, please. All right. Well, 2 beers. Well done, Spence. Let's see. Clayton says, Clayton says, been saying all year, my guys, Bo Nix, only a second year. Just look at what he's done. I know we're going to get into that, but first, let's get to. I'd like to get to the first topic, but before we do, we got a lot of people in the chat. We got to acknowledge them.
Gotta say hi to Robert Moreno. Haven't seen him in a while. Robert, how you doing?
My nephew. Happy holiday, gentlemen. Merry Christmas, Bobby, to you and your wonderful, lovely wife, Christina. There you go. Gave a shout out.
And then Michael, who's our Pats fan. Michael, what happened to your boys? You were up 21-0. You had all the momentum. What happened?
That was a crazy game. That was a crazy game.
I mean, come on. Did something just get exposed? I mean, you guys got to finish off strong. But you know what? Rooting for you guys to lose this week is the possibility we could have the #1 seed by the end of Sunday night. It is a possibility. Faint, but it's a possibility.
Mm-hmm. Tin Man, I know I didn't want to bring this up, but the game against Jacksonville and Denver in 1997. That was the year that the Jacksonville Jaguars crushed the Broncos' hearts in Denver. When John Elway was so pissed off, he just threw his helmet. He just couldn't believe it. And I think it was Shannon Sharp and Terrell Davis were sitting on the bench after the game in total disbelief. Guess what? 2025, let's hope 2025 reverses that curse. Because I'll tell you what, you know what reversed that curse is the following year when the Broncos beat the Jacksonville Jaguars in the playoffs to continue and advance. So, God, I'm nervous about the game. Excuse me. I'm really nervous about this game. Scully, bear down.
Bears fan. Big game this week. Big game this week. A big rematch against Green Bay. So
Yep.
we showed you, Stoli, how to beat Green Bay. Now you guys got to take that next step if you guys want to get that #1 seed back.
Absolutely. Clayton around says, man, we are coming together all the way to the clock says zeros and putting over every game. That's a team. That's true. That's true. But you know what? I say it this way. We've won 11 in a row. We've got 3 games left. If we're going to lose a game, I don't want to lose a game at all. But I dang sure don't want to lose it in the playoffs. Can the Broncos, I'm going to throw this out there real quick before we got to get to the topic. I'm going to throw this out there real quick to you, Spence, and those in the chat. We got 3 games left. I was going to say 3 hard games, but without Patrick Mahomes, and we'll get to that topic too. 3 games. If we're the #1 seed, that's 2 more games. Can the Broncos run 16 straight wins and get to the Super Bowl? Or am I way too premature to even think that?
I honestly, I see this. I see us clinching the #1 seed. So that game against the Chargers might not be a necessary game for us. So it might be one of those, hey, let your boy Stidham come out and play a game, get some reps. You were promoting him in the preseason.
Well, that was preseason, whatever.
You were also the one who said you didn't think these guys could get more than 10 wins this year.
Okay, well, anyways, Spence, been nice to have you on the show.
By the way, Bill, remind the audience what I predicted the Broncos record would be this year.
Is it 15 or 14?
14.
14-3.
Yep. We're on
right now we're at 12. So that means you're going to lose a game.
Well, yeah, with the way things are going right now, I think we beat Jacksonville. Kansas City's depleted and they're out of the playoffs, so that might be.
Well, none of that. They don't have Mahomes now.
But don't have Mahomes, and that game against the Chargers might be for nothing. So why play our first stringers?
Yeah.
But in the meantime, let's review what happened this past weekend against Green Bay when our Broncos played a heck of a game, especially a heck of a second half.
Speaking of Green Bay, hang on a second. Bobby, you cannot go there, dude. You cannot go there. Bobby's my nephew. Says, I don't show my face when Vikings lose, so I've been gone for a while. Bobby, all we see is your name. We don't see your face, so it's okay. You can jump in anytime. It's totally fine. The only faces you guys see is us. That's the only faces you guys see. We don't see any faces unless you put a face on your little. You got an R right there for Robert, so that's all we see. We just see the R. It's okay, buddy. I know it stings. I know it. Hey, Bobby, I know it stings. How do I know? Because we went 9 straight years without making the playoffs. 9 straight years with jacked up coaches, jacked up quarterbacks, and jacked up records. So I know the feeling, buddy. I know the feeling. So it's okay. It's okay. Stick with your team, man. Just stick with your team. You got to. Joe says Rams will beat down on the Broncos. Well, first we got to get to the Super Bowl if that's going to happen, and so do they.
How about this? Let's get back. Wow. Great topic to discuss after we review Green Bay and the Broncos.
Well, you know what? That's actually in one of the topics down the road, so we'll save that. We'll get back to it. How's that? Okay.
Sounds good.
It's me, Robbie. What's happening, me, Robbie? Says, I'm a Cowboys fan. Good. Hey, listen to me. Listen to me carefully. Robbie, do us a huge favor. This Sunday, please do us a huge favor. Beat the Wagoners. I mean Chargers. Please beat them.
Please.
Okay? I'll tell you what. You beat them, and I'll give you the biggest shout out when you show up next Friday in the chat on this show. I'll give you a huge shout out, big time. In fact, I'll make you the whole topic of the show. Maybe.
We missed one earlier from a newbie. Not sure what it means, but that's good sports. Mike Lewis, welcome to the show. Appreciate you being part of the show tonight.
Well, hey, maybe we're good sports. It said that's good sports. Maybe it has to do with topics. I don't know. All right.
No,
speaking of topics.
Yep, go for it.
Speaking of topics, since we kind of briefly touched on it, a recap of the Denver Broncos at home underdogs to the Green Bay Packers. But as Bo Nix stated, after the game, he said this when asked by the sideline beat, sideline interview. Said, so you came out, you had a good game. What do you think about the Broncos being listed as underdogs and you come out and win 34-26? You know what his response was? They said we were underdogs. We came out as overdogs. I love it. Came out as overdogs. Yeah. In fact, he's even got with some sports memorabilia, and there's the shirts that are coming out that say overdogs, and he's donating them to well, you could buy them too, but there's also giving away a lot of them to homeless people and people like that, underprivileged people. So I think that's really cool. That's really cool. Speaking of being underdog, how in heaven's name, when the Denver Broncos had won 10 in a row and the Packers had only won 4 in a row, and the Packers were on the road in Denver. Denver is undefeated at home. How in heaven's name were the Broncos underdogs by 2.5 or 3.5? How is that even a possibility? Explain that to me.
Oh, I know. Because we are part of the National Favoritism League. Remember, in the NFL, football does not exist west of the Mississippi River. Green Bay is loved by the NFL. Oh, NFL gives Green Bay a big hug. We're going to promote them. But it's also, who bets the most money per team capita in Vegas? 2 teams, Packer fans, Cowboy fans. That's why Vegas. Oh yeah,
Packer fans.
It's been documented. So that's why odds makers sometimes let the odds push more that way. You want to know something? Thank you, Vegas, for my sushi dinner that me and my wife and my family just had this past weekend. Earlier this week, it was delicious. It was wonderful. It was a nice $300 big bill. Dude, I've got 2 kids who know every sashimi order that they want. My son Aiden's like, yeah, I'll have 3 more ahi tunas. Give me the bluefin tuna. I'll also take the salmon. There's a reason he's 5'6" and he's 10.
But
yes,
sushi. I don't eat sushi because I just don't like anything raw. Well, I'm not gonna go there. Like I do like raw, not oysters on the half shell or oyster shoes. I love those things, but sushi, nah, I just can't do the thing. Anyways, they're not fattening, so it's not like he's gonna get like totally filled up on him, or does he?
Yeah, but he's gonna start getting. The day, I tell everybody this, the day's coming that he's going to get taller and bigger and stronger than me. And I'm going to look up at him and go, you're grounded. He's going to look down at me and go, yeah, right, Dad. It's coming. But back to this game. The Broncos played probably as complete a game we have been looking for against a winning team, a team with a winning record. They played a good first half. Stuttered and stumbled in a few areas, but that's how the Broncos have been this year. slow starters. Then the second half comes and they start pulling away. They this season they have outscored their opponents in the second half 150 to 102 points. Fourth quarter, even more spread out. They had Green Bay on their heels the entire second half. Now, you're probably wondering, are the Broncos the number one defensive team in the second half, points given up? Nope, they're number 4 behind. And this is going to be interesting. 3 teams have given up less points in the second half than the Broncos. I'll tell you 2 of them, but I bet you'll never get the third one. Carolina Panthers, Houston Texans. Bill, give me a guess. I'll give you 5 guesses, and I bet you still won't figure out which team has given up the least amount of points in the second half. If anybody in the chat.
Wagoners.
Nope.
AFC, NFC.
NFC. Any guesses in the chat?
Tampa Bay.
Nope.
Atlanta.
Nope.
San Francisco.
Nope. Chicago Bears, Jeremy Hall. Nope.
Arizona Cardinals.
Nope. You ready for this one? And I kid you not, they give up only an average of 7.5 points per second half. The New Orleans Saints.
Wow. I was in the right division, though, when I said Atlanta.
You were in the right division, but it's the New Orleans Saints. But our team defense comes alive in the second half. Sean Payton has made some masterful changes and updates. And look at what Vance Joseph did. There were several times on 3rd down and long. What did he do? He attacked. He didn't play soft defense. He attacked. And I think they only got 1 3rd down conversion in the second half. That second half that the Broncos played was about as great a second half. The defense, they gave up a few plays. That's all right. But they came out with a win. They put themselves in a great position. And now they're 1 win away with some help to getting the number 1 seed. So here's what has to happen. The Broncos need to beat Jacksonville. The Chargers need to lose to the Denver Broncos or Dallas Cowboys. A possibility. New England has to lose. Not seeing it.
Who are they playing?
You know what? I was just looking that up. I completely forgot who they're playing. But here was the hard one. Buffalo has to lose at Cleveland. So here's the question in that game.
No, we can still do it without Buffalo losing.
No, we would lose the tiebreaker, one of the tiebreakers to Buffalo.
Yeah, but we still have 2 games to go.
Yep. New England plays against Baltimore. So here's the question. That's going to be a great game to watch because which New England team's going to show up? Which Baltimore Raven team is going to show up? So anything's possible. I just say this. Look, Broncos, take care of your business. Look what you have in front of you. You've got Jacksonville.
All they got to do is win 3 games, and all 3 are winnable.
2 games.
2 games, yeah. True.
Just need to win 2 games.
Yeah. If we beat Jacksonville this Sunday, we're going to touch into all of this, guys. If we beat Jacksonville Sunday, I'm not saying Kansas City is a cakewalk because it's on Christmas night. It's in Kansas City, but it's without Patrick Mahomes, so that's an advantage.
Yeah. And that was when I had predicted the 14-3. That was one of the games I thought they would lose because the referees in the NFL would never let Patrick Mahomes lose a Christmas Day game at home. Well, now that they're out of the playoffs, now that Patrick Mahomes, I hope he's okay with an ACL and MCL tear, can come back from this. I think the Broncos beat
No,
Jacksonville.
he didn't get an MCL tear. He only got an ACL.
They got inside there, and there was also an MCL tear.
Really?
Minor one. Yeah, minor one that they fixed up too.
That changes a lot of things.
Yeah.
Jeremy Hall says, I'm picking the Broncos to win the AFC West, but Sean Payton is a piece of so they'll probably find a way to lose to a lesser team.
Well, you know what?
Wow, Jeremy.
Hey, Jeremy, welcome your opinion. We appreciate that. Who's your team? By the way, gotta go to this one. Oh, you beat me to it.
I didn't do it. What?
Oh, winning, saying Broncos sucks, go Jets. Remind me, Bill, what seed does the Jets have right now in the playoffs? Zero. Well, hey.
Maybe he's talking about the Winnipeg. No, don't say Winnipeg Jets, because that's who the Avalanche play tonight. So
Yeah, and by the way, Winnie, don't you want the Jets to lose to get a better draft pick?
That's it.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, you know what, Winnie, thank you so much for being a part of the show. We appreciate you listening in and being in your comments.
Want to read that one? That's to you, Spence.
That's Spence. I get you and married to a Japanese wife. Sushi is a Christmas Eve dinner with the in-laws and Asahi beer. Oh,
Bill, you're missing out, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just not a sushi guy. I just don't. My next door neighbor, I'm not going to mention names or anything, but my next door neighbor, she absolutely, her and her husband and their kids absolutely love raw salmon. She said, if you haven't had raw salmon, you don't know what you're missing. You know what I tell her? I know what I'm missing. I'm missing something I probably won't like. But I love salmon, but it's got to be cooked. I just can't do raw fish. It's just something just, it just doesn't sound right. It's just like eat my mother-in-law cooks lengua, whatever tongue is in Spanish. And she cooks tongue. And she asked me to try it one time. And I said, okay, I'll try. I thought I was eating mush. That stuff is so freaking gross. So freaking gross. I was like, what the fudge? I said, no, I ain't touching it. So it's kind of like that mindset. Maybe I should try it. I should try it before I say anything. But it just doesn't sound right. It sounds like fish needs to be cooked. Hamburger needs to be cooked. Steaks need to be cooked. It's stuff like that. It's just
okay. Here, quick sushi lesson. Do you like shrimp?
I love shrimp.
You can do a shrimp tempura roll. That was something that can get you going. Do you like crab?
Yeah, but shrimp going to be cooked. It has to be cooked, otherwise you die. You can't eat raw shrimp.
No, it's not the raw shrimp. It's cooked shrimp, but it's a start. How about this? Do you like crab? Do you like crab meat, crab legs?
I love crab legs.
You could do a California.
Crab has to be cooked too.
I know. So you start with that, and then you can get adventurous.
Oh, I've had those, but to me that's not sushi because they're cooked. But see, I'm not a big rice fan, and they just load up the rice. You get like a little bit of food, and restaurants like that much rice. Like what the fuck? Might as well be eating a rice bowl, huh?
You almost had the voice of "Did I say that?
Did I say that?"
I know. It's just. I don't know. It's just okay. I'll give it a shot. I'll tell you what. I will give it a shot, guys.
All right, Welder's Fence. You guys going to watch the Jake Paul fight tonight? Probably not. I've got.
Oh, going back to that. There's something here that you need to comment on before we get to the next topic. Where is it?
While you say that, Jack, you bring up a great point. Jacksonville has swept the AFC West so far. Big game. Yep. But they haven't played a defense like the Broncos have. So that's why this is going to be a very interesting game come Sunday.
Let me see. I'll find it real quick. Oh, there it is. There you go. Comment on that one. Joe says Bama or tonight.
No, definitely Oklahoma. I made money on Oklahoma at Alabama. Plus, I got a very good friend of mine. His name is Joshua Morrow. Any of you daytime soap opera people might know him. He is a huge Oklahoma Sooners fan. So Sooner Boomer, go for it. Definitely all over them. Sooners are up 7-0 right now with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Bobby Heenan says, I eat raw shrimp from Sprouts or whole.
Now
Raw?
is this the raw
What?
cooked shrimp that is white and pinkish?
How can
or
it
is
be
the
raw and
gray?
cooked, dude? That doesn't make sense.
Is it the gray shrimp, which you're not supposed to eat?
But how
Big
can it be raw cooked? You just said that. Is it raw cooked? What the heck? How can it be both? I don't get you, dude.
Well, it's cold.
Raymond is a boy said, just eat it for some throat coat.
There we go.
You guys have cracked me up, man. We ought to start calling this the Broncos cooking hour. This is fun.
All right.
This is fun stuff.
So, Tin Man, I think if we beat Jacksonville, we win out. I don't think so because that last game against the Chargers might be meaningless. So we might be playing our second stringers and Stidham, and I don't see that. I do see us winning the next two, definitely.
Jack, you nailed the best thing ever. A great steak is medium rare.
Medium rare, absolutely.
Gotta have that red in there. Gotta have that red in there. Gotta have those juices flowing. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go start my grill and
I'll take over the show.
Freaking Jack just started. My whole mouth is water now, Jack. Way to go. All right, we're gonna get into the actual first major topic after the recap. Speaking of Bo Nix, and the topic of the show is MVP talks are picking up for Bo Nix. Why? I will explain that right now. MVP consideration. With the Broncos riding an 11-game win streak, Bo Nix has been at the center of it all. He's led the Broncos to wins over the Eagles. No what?
Oh, I'm answering his question below. Keep reading. Go.
He's led the Broncos to wins over the Eagles, Chiefs, Redskins, Commanders, Packers, and 33-point comeback against the Giants. Nix is also the best clutch quarterback and has the most fourth quarter comebacks this season. If his name is not mentioned in the MVP of the NFL this year, the NFL hates the Denver Broncos and the NFL hates Bo Nix. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Take it away, Spence.
No, and you know what? Bo Nix has made, we all were, a lot of the people in the media after the slow start Bo Nix had were worried about the sophomore slump. Oh, you know, the Broncos were 1-2. You were worried about it. I was not worried about it because this was a stepping stone. Now, is he MVP caliber? Well, there's two answers to that. It's yes and no. Yes.
Well, who would be better? Let me ask you this. Who would be better than what Bo Nix has done in 11 straight win? I know it's been the defense that has helped him out, but it's still Bo Nix. You cannot deny the 33-point comeback. You can't deny the fact they went into Philadelphia and beat the Eagles. Now, everybody said, well, the Wagoners beat the Eagles. That was in L.A. We did it in Philadelphia.
But here's the thing. Let's look at it. You got to look at it from two perspectives. That's why I said yes or no. If you look at it from a media perspective, you really think they're going to give it to Bo Nix, a second-year quarterback, even though he might win out and win the Super Bowl. But the media just has something against teams west of the Mississippi River. They'll find a way to give it to Maine in New England. Now, as for insiders in the NFL, Bo Nix has made a monumental step forward. He is making timely throws. He is making timely plays. He's reducing the mistakes he's made. He is leading his team with comebacks. He is leading his team in second half domination. He has been getting better. Is he at an MVP level? I can't.
Oh, come on! You can't say that.
I can't say that right now based on all the numbers.
Four touchdown passes.
Right.
Do you realize? Okay, hang on real quick. Do you realize if he wins the next 3 games, he becomes the winningest quarterback in his first 2 seasons to pass your buddy Russell Wilson for the most wins in the first 2 years of his career?
Yes.
He can do that this year, and you don't think he should be MVP for accomplishing that?
No. I'm getting, like I said, it's 2 answers here. I personally would give him the MVP if he wins out. I would give it to him. But let's look at this from the media perspective. Would the media give it to him?
Well,
and that's where
the media needs to open their freaking eyes. Is not what they need to do.
Exactly.
They need to look at open their eyes.
Yeah, here's the thing. The media is going to go, yeah, but this, yeah, but that, yeah, but you want to know something? He has not thrown as many touchdowns as other people. He leads the league in bad throws, but that was the first half of the season. His touchdown to interception ratio, not as good as some others. He hasn't had as many 300-yard games. You know what? Excuses. This is what the media is getting. You got to look at things at both ways. You got to look at it from a fan and an NFL perspective, and you got to look at it from what the media is going to think and the media is going to say. I personally, if I had a vote, it's between Brent Maine and Bo Nix right now. And it's going to come down to actually this weekend's games. Maine has to go to Baltimore. Bo Nix plays against Jacksonville. Both teams are prominent teams, potential playoff teams. What's going to happen after that? So the question you asked, is he an MVP contender? Absolutely. Is he going to win the MVP? I need one more week.
Let me interject something real quick. Look at the freaking schedule. Hello, voters. Look at the schedule. New England has had a pansy baby schedule. Denver has not. Denver has not had an easy schedule. And they still don't the last 3 games of the season. I don't care if Patrick Mahomes is out there or not. It's still Kansas City in Kansas City on Christmas night. It's not going to be easy. Okay? So quit putting these stupid New England style glasses on your stupid eyes and open your eyes. Take the glasses off and be real people that look at real games and real situations. I didn't see New England. Did New England play the Eagles this year and beat them? No. Did New England lose to Buffalo when they had a big lead? Oh my gosh, yes, they did. Hello. Did Denver lose to the Giants when they were trailing 29-0? No, they came back and won 33-32. Okay, my point is this, guys. I'm getting irritated. Yes, because I'm getting frustrated. Yes, because I'm sick and tired of the lack of respect. But that being said, let's lay low under the radar, because once you get above the radar, everybody starts noticing you. So let's stay a little low on the radar and take care of business, like Spence said. But it just irritates me that we're not getting the respect. And we're not getting the respect when it comes to a Bo Nix because of all the accolades and the things he's done. I'm going to get into something else. Speaking of Bo Nix, let me put this on the heels of that topic. And you tell me, Spence, along with this, why this goes right into why he should be MVP. For his performance, Bo Nix won the FedEx Air and Ground Player of the Week after his 4 touchdown passes against the Packers last Sunday. Did I see Drake May doing that? Did Drake May get at FedEx Air and Ground Performance last week? No. Who got it? Bo freaking Nix. Okay? So enough. This guy needs to be in the conversation of MVP. And I'm going to put this up here real quick before I lose my mother freaking mind. Because I'm on that roll right now. Where is it? Jack Kenna says the Broncos defense is the MVP.
Yes, I agree.
Go there. I cannot go there. And I'll tell you why. The defense didn't score any touchdowns. The defense didn't throw 4 passes against the Packers.
Okay.
The defense didn't do it. They set it up, perhaps, but it has to still be accomplished. Hey, how many times when Russell Wilson, your buddy, had chances to score when the defense set him up for the opportunity to score? How many times did he blow it? 90% of the time, right? Bo Nix doesn't do that. When the defense sets him up or sets up the offense, he has taken advantage. Not the entire season, that's for sure, but he has taken advantage of the opportunities. David Stewart says Josh Allen MVP. Yeah. Josh Allen hasn't done anything.
Well, he's led.
Buffalo hasn't done anything.
The Bills are 10-4. Josh Allen is a media lover and anything like that. So without saying names, that's why I said the media. The media right now, you want to know something? Brent Maine and Bo Nix are probably the top 2 quarterbacks. The media is going to go, yeah, but they're second-year players. Let's go with someone who we can really push and promote, who's a name in everybody's household. That's what you have to worry about with the media. So
yeah.
Bobby Heaven, don't get too excited in Denver. My Raiders tanked on purpose to get the number 1 pick on top of the second highest salary cap in space. Hey, we beat you twice and you gave us 2 good games. Yes, it was one. You covered the spread in both games, so you won that one, but we won the game, and it doesn't matter how we won. And you want to know something? I'm rooting for you guys to stay where you are so you can get the number 1 or number 2 pick. But here's the best thing, Bobby. The other 2 teams you're competing with for that number 1 pick, they've got their quarterback already. So you're in good position as we speak right now.
Yep. Victory Lap says he just got off a Friday work. Welcome to the chat, my friend. Welcome to the chat. If you missed anything at the end of the show, feel free to go back and rewatch it or watch it. I should not say rewatch it. Watch it and just enjoy. Just enjoy, man.
Thank you, Raymond.
Tin Man, go ahead, Spence, read it.
Spence, I agree with you full throttle. He's getting better each week, but the beginning of the year was lackluster. Me as a Bronco fan, I will give it to him as well. Yeah, he got off to a slow start because he didn't get enough reps in the preseason. We had talked about that. I think he only played like
that's why
5 or 6 series, and that's one of those risk reward. Do you play him more to get more experience to be ready, or do you not play him as much, risk him being flat the first few games, or risk potential injury? Everybody remembers what happened to Mike Vick in the preseason for Atlanta and what happened to their team for the next 2 years after that.
Wow. Cairo in the chat, what is up, my friend? Says Knicks won't win the MVP because of all the media people that got his draft taken wrong.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Really?
Yeah, wouldn't surprise. I mean, come on.
And then David Stewart says Bo Nix is 2 to 3 years away from greatness. Really?
Well, no,
2
you
to
want to
3
know
years
something?
away.
I kind of agree with that. Win a Super Bowl, repeat, you build a legacy. Yeah. He's getting there. He is on his way. So I would agree with that. He's about 2 or 3 years away from greatness.
Oh, you're in trouble. Jack Kenneth says, by the way, spent number 4.
I'm catching up with you, Jack.
Hey, a new person in the chat said, Jace Casillas, thank you so much for being in the chat. Really do appreciate it. Go Broncos. The Jags are going down. There you go. Love it. Thank you so much for being in chat. Appreciate it. By the way, guys, before we go to the next topic, if you have not subscribed, please do so. It costs you nothing. Hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. And you can also go to the MHRT Network website, MHRT, I believe it's MHRTnetwork.com. And go there. And you can become a member. There's 3 different levels. You can be the lower level is $2 a month. The next one's $5, and the next one's $10. If you get to the $10 one and want to be a $10 member, then when you are in the chat on this particular show, you can literally be in the show, not just in the chat, but on the show where everybody gets to see you. You get to have your comments. We can put you up there for about 5 minutes of the show, and you can definitely be a co-host on the show. So just wanting to throw that out there, guys. Take advantage of it if you feel so led. Really do appreciate it, guys, but always do appreciate you being in the chat. All right. Let's see. Where are we now?
Clutch with Chucky did Bo Nix Manning. Okay. That's a he's trying to
kind of agree. I mean, it's yeah. No, I get it. I think it. I like it. I like it because Bo Nix, he uses his head a lot. Yo, victory lap.
Victory lap.
All right. The Broncos play the Kansas City Chiefs Christmas night, a week from yesterday, without Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes of the Kansas City Chiefs last Sunday tore his ACL, and then Spence said also a minor tear in his MCL in his left knee, and will miss the rest of the season. Well, that's only 3 games because they missed the playoffs. Anyways, I'm sorry. I got a little excited. The star quarterback didn't suffer any major damage other than the slight tear of his MCL. He had surgery last Monday. No return at be next year. Okay, Spence. That being said, fast forward a week from this, not a week from Sunday, but fast forward to next Thursday when the Broncos play the Chiefs in Kansas City without Patrick Mahomes. Is the game easier? Is it a little bit more complicated because it's Gardner Minshew? We haven't seen him all year. We don't know his tendencies. Does it still pose a threat being in Kansas City Christmas night with you know who? Oh, I know Travis Kelce's fiance, Taylor Swift, in the house. Do you think that it still poses a threat?
The threat is the unknown, because what's going to happen is Kansas City is going to have all of their second stringers. They're going to sit down all of their first stringers, first teamers, give the second stringers, the rookies, the opportunity to get some NFL experience. So it's the unknown that could happen. I mean, really, you don't have any film on these guys. You don't have any games that they play. Minshew, yes, he's got capabilities, but he's so air prone. He's got the the widest realm of their things. He'll make an amazing play. He'll make a play that will just make you scratch your head and go, huh? Or as Bill loves to play the video, I did that. Did I do that?
Did I do that? You mean this one right here?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Did I do that?
Yeah. So it's going to be one of those games that the Broncos, they're going to be in a situation that they just need to win that game, and they clinch the number 1 seed, the division, everything. So they're going to be playing all out. But you've got the unknown factor of Kansas City at home on Christmas with the as the only NFL game being played at that time, and the NFL wanting to make the product. I mean, does the National Favoritism League come out of their hibernation to say, let's make sure this is a competitive game, maybe like Kansas City wins? When I saw this game early in the season, I thought there is no way that we're going to win this game at all. Zip, zero, nada, no way. Now, I think this is going to be the game that puts us into the playoffs with the number 1 seed, with the division, with nothing else to play for. So, right now, and let's be honest, the team is not even thinking about that. Right now, it's all about Jacksonville. Take care of business this weekend, then we'll worry about
taking care of business every day. Oh, I don't want.
Taking care of business
every way. Jack Canna put out a incredible request, possibly. Jack Canna says, "I will be a golden subscriber, which means a member, if Bill, meaning me, wears a Wagoner's cheerleader outfit." You know, I'm not too sure you really would want me to stand up like this. Not that I have it on, and actually show that. I'm not sure my wife would want me to even do that. But Jack, I would you stop? That's not a cheerleader outfit. That's not even me. That's been superimposed. But Jack, I actually thank you for wanting to be a golden member. Just really not at that expense. Not at that expense.
Oh, by the way, just to let you know, Man Who Needs Cookies, his toilet cleaning service is available. So if anybody needs your toilets clean, Man Who Needs Cookies, I guess, is out there cleaning toilets.
As his toilet.
Yeah. Okay. What beer number are you on, man?
I don't know, but you need to take that one off of there. I got it. Wow, that's some harsh stuff there, man.
No, okay. You know what? You got to have fun with things. But Man Who Needs Cookies, we appreciate you being a part of the show. David, absolutely. Yes, the Raiders need an O-line. They are going to get an O-line.
That's okay. Victor Lap says, well, we'll get into predictions, but Victor Lap jumping ahead says 26-16 Broncos. Don't know about that one. Spence, you are out of luck, dude. You are done. Jack Kennett is blowing the doors off you.
Jack, you win. The boss won't. Bye. I don't want the boss coming back in here. So,
Brian
Dreyfus. That's my buddy. Dreyfus. This is Dreyfus. This is the guy who
gave this weekend.
But what? Wait, what? You're going to the game, Brian? Wait a minute. Why did you give me a ticket? Oh, problems. No, this is the guy who gave me my nickname as Ultimate Foe, who everybody calls me from college and friends who've known me, Foe. So, Brian, cheers to you, my friend. I hope you're doing well.
He follows it up by saying, when you said you're going to the game, he goes, yes, sir.
Oh my God, Brian, have a good time. Do you need a Broncos jersey? I'll drop one off to you before you leave town. Text me if you need one.
Hey, just bring us a Bronco win. How about that? Bring us a Bronco
Amen.
win.
Amen. Thank you for being part of the show, Bri. Or B. We just call him B.
Jack Cannon's a little bit disappointed with you. He says, Spence, it's Friday, and Friday's holiday week.
I know, but you know, I've got a boss who's keeping me on a strict regimen. By the way, Bill, I had last night for volleyball.
But that ain't tonight.
I know, but
good.
I gotta pace myself.
It's all good. All right. Defensive lineman Zach Allen is the second in the NFL history to record at least 40 quarterback hits in back-to-back seasons. Who's he second to? Want to take a guess, Spence?
Nick Bonito.
No.
JT Watt?
J who?
JT Watt?
JJ.
JJ.
He is second only to JJ Watt, who had, are you ready for this? Who had done that feat of 40 plus quarterback hits in a season 4 times in a row, 4 straight seasons from 2012 to 2015. Wow, what an accomplishment by Zach Allen to get back to back and only be the second in NFL history. I mean, think about that. Of all the players in the NFL who have ever played the game as a defensive lineman, gets 40 hits on the quarterback, 40 plus hits on a quarterback, back-to-back years, Zach Allen, and he's still 2 seasons short of J.J. Watt. Wow. If you know what? If J.J. Watt doesn't go in the Hall of Fame, then the Hall of Fame is rigged. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. It's rigged anyways. Look at how many Bronco players are not in the Hall of Fame. So it's rigged. They either like you or they don't. Bottom line. You guys are doing a great job signing off. Thank you so much, Brian. Thank you so much.
Thank you, B-Dog.
Support. Appreciate your support, man.
Yeah, B-Dog, if you need,
wow.
B-Dog, if you need a jersey on your way to the airport, come by my house. I'll give you one of the jerseys I have.
He lives over by you? To
get to the airport, he comes close to me.
That's cool. That's cool. All right. Listen to this. Again, we just did a Zach Allen second. How about rookie RJ Harvey?
RJ Harvey.
RJ Harvey is just the 6th rookie since 1990 to have 5+ rushing TDs and 4+ receiving TDs in a season. What the heck? I'm telling you. And people say, "Oh, Broncos are underdogs to the Packers." Really? Here we go. The 5 players, listen to these guys. The 5 players above RJ Harvey to have accomplished 5+ rushing TDs and 4+ receiving TDs in a season are Saquon Barkley. Oh, yeah, he was good. How about Alvin Kamara? David Johnson, Matt Forte, and oh, by the way, exclamation point, Hall of Famer Edgerrin James. Holy smokes. RJ Harvey is in that accompanied of those guys? Yeah, he's in that elite company of those guys. Only the 6th rookie since 1990 to accomplish that feat with those guys. That's insane. That is absolutely incredibly insane. And yet, you know what? People were telling me, "Oh, yeah, it's a good thing you guys got J.K. Dobbins because No, PJ Harvey, he's not going to be anything. He's a rookie. He's not going to do that much. Look at him now. He didn't do anything in 2 or 3 games. Guess what he's doing now? Hello, I just read it. 6th rookie ever since 1990 to be in that elite company. Holy smokes. Saquon Barkley, Edgar James, Alvin Kamara. Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, those are names, guys, that go down in NFL history. Everybody knows Saquon Barkley played for what? The Eagles? Giants
and the Eagles.
Giants. You had Alvin Kamara, Saints. Everybody knows about him. Edgar and James was Colts.
Yep.
See? And he's in the Hall of Fame. And he's in that company? Ooh, mercy. Holy smokes.
The only difference
everybody was saying that RJ Harvey, he's a rookie. He ain't gonna do nothing. Okay.
Well, the difference is those guys you bring up did it mostly rushing, whereas RJ Harvey has shown his versatility both rushing for touchdowns and receiving for touchdowns.
But it says right here, rookie have 5+ rushing TDs and 4+ receiving TDs. All of those other 5 had to do the same thing. They had to have at least 5 rushing and 4 TD, 4 passing.
Right, but RJ Harvey has done more receiving touchdowns than rushing touchdowns, I believe.
Sure, that's why it says plus.
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
Victory lap. RJ's gotten better each week. He has, but he still is not hitting the hole when he sees the hole. There are still times he sees the hole and then he doesn't trust it and tries to bounce outside. 31 rushes for 89 yards. Not bad. A little less than 3 yards per carry. He'll get there. He is learning how to become a versatile running back. So I'm not sold 100% on RJ yet, but I think he's learning how to become more versatile, both receiving and carrying the ball. Receiving the ball, I think he's already got the skills needed to be a great NFL player. Rushing the ball, I think he just needs to get some more education about hitting the hole and going through the hole instead of not seeing the hole and trying to bounce outside.
All right. We are going to get into this week's let me get out of here. Yeah, I clicked it off. Thanks. We're going to get into this week's first of 2 Jackass of the Week and their brothers. Oh, this is good. Are you ready? Here we go.
You suck. Yeah.
Oh,
you suck. Yeah, jackass.
I'm still learning these different moves. Listen to this. Los Angeles Rams wide receiver Puka Nacua's brother, Samson Nacua, was arrested along with Trey Rose. I don't know who that is. Let me turn this down, guys. Trey Rose, both 27 years old, after taking LA Lakers basketball player Adu Theo's SUV without permission over the weekend, last weekend. The police learned that the SUV was valeted at a hotel where the police made the arrest. So they steal it from somewhere and they valet it at a hotel? of course, it's got a location sensor on it. That's why they knew her. As of last Wednesday evening, both men remain behind bars. Yeah, think? I mean, okay, first off, who does this? Who freaking does this? By the way, Samson Nakua has tried to be in the NFL, tried out for several teams in 2022, 2023, 2024. Never latched on. He was only in a practice squad, and then they kicked him out or let him go, whatever. And he's been on the like Arena League or UFL or whatever it's called. And he does this? You know what, dude? This guy's not smart. This guy's a freaking idiot. This guy is absolutely stupid, brain dead. Why would you do this? First off, I know what you're gonna say, Spence. You said it 1,000 times that these guys don't have, they think they're above the law. I get it. But when you're 27 years old, don't you think you have a little bit of smarts up here? A little bit? Just a little? I mean, wasn't his buddy goes, hey, you know what would be fun? Let's just take this guy's SUV and drive it around, have a good time. Why don't you just rent a freaking car, you moron? Golly.
No, I think you just hit my comment right there. It's like, oh, I'm Nakua's brother. It's fine, no problem. I can do this. Nothing's going to happen to me. I'll just name drop my brother and it's fine. Well, guess what? You're in jail. This is what I keep commenting to everybody. You get to this level where you think you're above the law. Nothing can happen to you. It doesn't matter what race, religion, creed, power, or authority you have. People get to this level where they think, oh, I can do whatever I want. Nothing's going to happen to me. And it backfires.
But okay, here's my thought. It's a week and a half before Christmas. Okay, that was on Wednesday. Or that was over the weekend. Excuse me. So a week and a half before Christmas. And they're not even thinking about, well, you know what? You know what would be a good thing to do? Let's go steal an SUV so I can spend Christmas in jail with Butt Buddy over here who's looking at me kind of funny. I mean, seriously? You'd rather spend time in jail than spend time with your family having a good time instead of somebody else having a good time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't get the mindset of these people. I don't. And then his brother does something even. Oh, the NFL's pissed off at this guy, but we'll get down. But go ahead and finish on that. Spence, try and help me out. Try and help me out. Why a person would throw away freedom? Got freedom.
Because
throw it away.
Because they think they're above the law. They think, oh, because I'm this stature, or I'm in this position.
Haven't they learned by looking at other people that do stupid things?
No, they don't care. They think no matter, hey, I'm so-and-so's brother, or, oh, hey, I'm this, hey, I'm that, or, hey, oh, no, it's someone we know, don't worry about it. He's an old buddy through a friend of a friend. People don't think. They think they're above the law and higher than anybody else and everybody else. So you know what? He's going to pay the consequences, and I hope they come down hard on him. And, a lesson's going to be learned, and now he's going to be labeled for the rest of his life because he thought, oh, yeah, nothing's going to happen to me. Everybody in this chat, everybody listening here, there's even one guy here, and we're not going to mention your name, who's making some of the most inappropriate comments. Everybody gets to this level where you think, I'm invincible. I can do whatever I want. Nothing's going to happen to me. I can say, I can type, I can do this, I can do that. I can spread rumors. I can take this, I can take that. It's going to catch up with you at some point and knock you from the top of the mountain to the bottom, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Think, use wisdom, use knowledge, grow up. You are not above the law. You are not mightier and more powerful than anybody. I don't care what your race, religion, culture, or who you support and who you don't support. The law is the law.
Yeah. I like what Jackass says. Pete Carroll should be
Yeah.
the Jackass every week. But then you know what? He follows up by saying something very true. If arrested in California, probably let go or deported. It could happen. I mean, that's what happens. What happens. All right. Going to the second Jackass of the week. Here we go. This is not a police siren, but it's one of these things. Ready? Here we go.
Did I do that?
You suck, you jackass.
All right. Now,
Bring it.
LA Rams wide receiver Puka Nacua apologized yesterday, after he agreed to perform an anti-Semitic touchdown celebration during an appearance on a live stream. Uh-oh.
Ouch.
Nacua said he was unaware. Now, come on. Nacua said he was unaware the celebration contained an anti-Semitic gesture. Really? Okay. Let me continue, because the NFL is now involved. The NFL issued a statement saying, and I quote, "The NFL strongly condemns all forms of discrimination and derogatory behavior directed towards any group or individual. Hatred has no part or place in our sport or society," end quote. I have no comment on that, Spence, other than to say, how in heaven's name do you not know what an anti-Semitic gesture or comment is, especially after the incident that happened in Australia of the killing of the people on that beach? I'm going to say.
Yeah, you want to know something? I tried to watch the video. It's funny. Right as I downloaded and opened it up, it was deleted and gone. You get to this level where you think you can say or do whatever you want. You know, Nacua also made comments about favoritism officials, that they're just trying to get airtime, and this is why they're making penalty calls against the Rams. Nacua has got to watch it, because he now made some comments last night after the game.
Well,
and
he just got fined by the NFL. Yeah.
He got fined $25,000. This is where coach needs to come in for the Rams and sit him down and teach him a life lesson. This has got
you think McVay has that in him?
Oh, McVay has to have that in him, because
Okay.
Nacua is probably their best receiver. And if he's not available, or if he's not focused, the Rams are not going far. Right now, that loss just took the Rams from, I believe, the 1 seed all the way down to the 6 seed.
Good.
And so, and it doesn't put them in a good position. So I'm just going to, if I was Sean McVay right now, I would pull Nacua aside and tell him, get him some life lessons, get him some help, get him focused on football, get him back to the level where he is focused on the team, on himself, on making plays, on not being a outspoken loudmouth. He just needs to grow up. We all hit road bumps like this in life. Having a good mentor, having someone who's going to sit you down, teach you, talk to you, put you back onto the right path of good wisdom.
Put him in timeout, take him out of the game, have him sit down for. I saw that. What was that? That was a game. It was a Packers game, I think. Not against the Broncos, but it was a Packers game or some game where maybe it was the Lions on Thanksgiving, where they sat their best defensive lineman. They sat him for the whole first series because of something that happened that was what was it? It was something to do with attitude or something. I don't know.
It was actually the Cowboys' top 2 receivers were
That's
not
what it
in
was.
the first
Yeah.
series because
There
they
you go.
were late for practices. They were talking back to the coaches.
There you
So
go.
you've got to be focused. And
Yep.
if you're focused, this is a distraction. And now Puka's head is not focused on what needs to get done. And so Sean McVay has now got to get him refocused. Thank God they have a little time here before their next game. But this is going to be their challenge, Puka's challenge here for the next game. Does he come out focused with the right attitude? Who cares about skin color, religion, any of that stuff? What his background is, he is a NFL football player who made a mistake. Now he's got to get in line and he's got to get his focus back on the game and not the outside peripheral stuff that's affecting. Yes, you're going to get bad calls against you. How you react determines how you stay focused and you play the next set of plays, quarter, downs, everything else.
True. Was it? Oh, freaking Jack Kennedy. What's that?
Pekua, pull your head out of your Pekua. Get straight, youth. Yeah. He's going to learn from this. Hopefully this is his invincible moment. The Rams are cooked. I will tell you this. That loss last night was devastating for the Rams because now Seattle controls everything. And now you bring the 49ers back into the mix because if all three teams finish with the same record, I think if I saw right, 49ers win the head-to-head tiebreakers with all three teams. So this is going to be very interesting.
Yep. Speaking of Super Bowl odds, because that was brought up, listen to this. Listen to this. This is crazy. We got 1, 2. This is the fourth comment left before, or fourth topic left before the end of the show. Here we go. The Denver Broncos have the best odds in the AFC to win the Super Bowl at plus 800, followed by the Bills at plus 850. Not New England. Not New England. The Bills at 850. Oh, by the way, the Wagons, Chargers, are a distant plus 2,200. I love it. Yes. Kick their butt down there. However, in the NFC, speaking of the Rams, it is the Rams at plus 340, followed by Seattle, who just beat them, plus 650. That being said, Spence, do you think after last night's game, Seattle has a better chance to make it to the Super Bowl than the Rams? And if so, do they face the Broncos or do they face the Buffalo Bills? If what they're saying the odds are, if they match up. What do you think?
I think the Rams are still the favorites to get out of the NFC. They just need to. What may help is this game where they lost focus. You have a 16-point lead in the fourth quarter with the ball, and you lose. Maybe that's a wake-up call that Sean McVay is going to need for the Rams. As for the Broncos, you know what? I'm glad they're the favorites, but I hope, honestly, Vegas puts someone else in front of them, because look at how they performed this past week when they were an underdog.
We're not an underdog this week, though.
Not an underdog this week. So right now, Broncos have got the best odds in the AFC to make it to the Super Bowl. Let's go from there. But all I'm worried about right now is just beat Jacksonville and then beat Kansas City. Then we can start thinking about the playoffs, teams, matchups going forward.
Oh, great segue, my friend. We never talked about this. Great segue. You're talking about Super Bowl matchups. I just happen to have it right here.
Let's see it.
Pro Football Focus has said the most likely Super Bowl matchups are, percentage-wise, here they are. Rams, Broncos at 10.2% chance. Rams, Bills at 6.1%. Seattle Broncos at 5.7%. Rams, Texans at 5.4%. And ironically, a rematch of Super Bowl 32, Packers, Broncos at 4.5%. That being, okay, let's go back. Rams, Broncos at 10.2%. Do you see that as being a possibility, or do you see it being more Seattle Broncos at 5.7%? Or none of the above?
I'm still Rams Broncos. I see that right now. The Rams, I think everybody will agree is the best team in the NFC. Who are they going to beat? Well, they looked awful in the fourth quarter last night. I mean, they were dominating. They had a 16-point lead, and then they couldn't move the ball at all. Everything just went flustered up. The defense folded. It's an anomaly. It's going to happen. Seattle, I don't trust. Seriously, I'm asking the chat. Do any of you trust Sam Darnold in December or January? I don't. I made a nice bet last night, just barely won, but Sam Darnold has a QBR rating in the low 50s in the month of December. I don't trust Sam Darnold when it comes to December or January. You've got the Eagles. The Eagles are having their own internal struggles. You've got the Packers. They've got momentum, but are they going to be able to go beat the Rams? You got the Bears. I know there's a few Bears fans here. Caleb Williams against winning teams with a winning record, I don't trust him. So who else do you really have? I mean, you're not going to see whoever wins the NFC South come out and do anything. So the Rams, I think, have the inside track and the momentum. In the AFC, Broncos, they control everything. Get home field advantage. Everything.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine we're sitting here in 2025, a mere 6 days before Christmas, and we're talking about the Broncos having total control of the AFC? We haven't had that since Peyton Manning. 10 years, my guy. My goodness, it's been crazy. Tin Man said Denver Broncos victorious over Seattle Seahawks in the Super Bowl. That's his prediction.
I don't think Sam Darnold gets Seattle that far. He's going to be.
How about this one? Victoria Loud says, I would have said Green Bay, Denver, but after the Parsons-Watson injuries.
Yeah, I don't see it. Victory Lap is locking in Eagles and Broncos in the Super Bowl. You know what? The Eagles.
Even Pro Football Focus never had the Eagles in there. They had the Buffalo Bills.
The Eagles
they had the Rams, they had Seattle, they had Packers. It's crazy.
But the Eagles have the postseason experience, so they could surprise.
Well, they're Super Bowl champions from last year.
That's true.
Yeah, interesting. All right. The Denver Broncos. Oh, by the way, I do this every time. We are now down to, I got to do this. Sorry, guys. I got to do this. I got to learn how to do this. Ready? Here we go. We are down to the last two topics of tonight's show. All right.
I just got a loud hooray from the other side of the wall. You know who that came from.
Of course I do. Of course I do. It's your lovely wife.
My amazing wife.
Your lovely and amazing wife. Former Broncos wide receiver Tim Patrick is coming back to Denver. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. But as a member of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Patrick said he is excited to play against the Broncos who let him go. He said he can't bleeping wait. to play Denver, end quote. Oh, baby. Is that bulletin board material or what? Because if it's not, Patrick Surtain should wake up and look at that and take that as bulletin board material. Because if Tim Patrick thinks he's going to get one over on the Broncos defense, he had better keep his head on a swivel. Because I'm telling you right now, the Denver Broncos defense, I didn't bring this into the topics, but Sean Payton said they are extremely focused and alert as to what Jacksonville does and has done all year. They've got extreme amount of tape on what they've done in certain situations, certain packages, and the Broncos, according to Sean Payton, says we will be focused. We will be focused. So I hope people are looking at that bulletin board material, because when Tim Patrick says he is bleeping excited to play against Denver, he's hoping for a big game on his side of the ball. I'm saying don't be careful for what you wish for, because PS2 is on the other side. Spence, what do you think about Tim Patrick's comments about his former team?
You don't want to give the Broncos bulletin board material. And Tim, I just want to say thank you. We really appreciate it. You know what?
Absolutely.
Talk all you want. The Broncos have learned not to make outlandish statements. They have learned to decompartmentalize. I can't even say it. I need another beer. Connie, can I have another beer, please? No. They have learned to keep everything internal. They have learned not to make outlandish statements. They have learned not to give bulletin board material. You know what, Tim Patrick? Thank you. We appreciate that.
Jack Kenneth says, your amazing wife just said you need another Kona.
No, she's the one. She just cracked up. I just heard her cracking up on the other side of the wall. Yeah, I can't tonight, Jack. But after Christmas, I'll definitely catch up.
Victor Lapp says, if it's Eagles versus Broncos Super Bowl and we win it all, Spence and Bill owes me a Bo Nix jersey. Okay, we'll go in on that.
We'll go in on that. So what happens? No, here's the thing. So what happens if
we lose?
No. What if it's not that matchup?
Avalanche just scored. They're up 2-0. Good.
I just got the look.
Okay. We are on the last topic. Broncos Jaguars preview. Jaguars have won 5 straight. Denver's won 11 straight. Something has to give. What do you think is going to happen, and who's going to win on Sunday?
So Jacksonville has beaten up on the AFC West this year. They beat Kansas City. They beat the Chargers at home. They went to Vegas and won. They also have wins at San Francisco. They've beaten Carolina. They also have a win against Houston. So there is competitiveness there. But now you have to come to Mile High in December, go on the road and be able to perform. A lot of their prominent victories have been at home. I give them credit for going to San Francisco and winning that game, albeit without San Francisco starting quarterback. So I think Jacksonville comes in with momentum, with a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of, pump their chest. But I think they're going to get a nice lesson in who's boss in the AFC. Final score, Denver 24, Jacksonville 19.
Wow, we are 1 point away from what I said. Real quick, our new person in the chat, Chris Filkins. I don't know what ends so with which I don't get it. Anyway, all right. I look at it this way. Jaguars are coming into Denver. It's a Mile High. It's late in the year. It's going to be cold. Possible snow flurries they're talking about, or rain, that kind of thing. I mean, like Jacksonville doesn't get that. Of course they do. Not snow, but rain. But cold. And the Denver fans are going to be raucous. You said 24-19.
Yes.
I say 24-20. Denver. 24-20 Denver. 24-20 Denver. They're saying, is this Broncos country? 26-16, Victor Lapp says. Okay. Oh, Jack. I know he brought it up earlier, but I was doing something else. Says, I love you boys. I'm absolutely spending my time with you fellas. Again, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much, Jack, man. You're the best, dude. You're the best. Absolutely the best. One of the best. We got quite a few that we look at on the chat and say, you guys are always have our back. Really, really do appreciate you guys each and every week. Okay, Spence, I know we got to get out of here. It's a Friday. You got to get with your family. You want to go ahead and read down those great people that were in the chat as always. And we will then check out of here until next Friday. But before that, go ahead, Spence, do that. And then I will sign off with very, very Merry Happy Christmas.
So thank you all so much for being a part of the chat. Really appreciate your comments. We love hearing your comments, even though they're sometimes way outlandish and out of bounds, but we appreciate you being part of the show. G Money, my friend, thank you so much for being a part of the show. Yes, 2 beers or not 2 beers. We always go 2 beers. David Yonkin, thank you so much as always supporting the program. Jack Kenna, your comments amazing. You win the beer drinking for tonight. I vow to you. I give you praise. You the man. River Trammels, hi, back to you. Thank you for being a part of the show. Clayton Haran, thank you for your comments. We appreciate you being part of the show. Rudy Torres, thank you so much for your comments and your support for the show.
Even though we didn't understand what the heck it was.
Robert Moreno, welcome back. Okay, so you're battling for a better draft pick. Hey, appreciate you being part of the show. Michael, Patriots fan, you're always chiming in. Thank you for being part of the show. You guys got a very challenging game at Baltimore, so this is going to be the springboard for the last 2 games for you guys. Get through this. You'll wrap up the AFC East. Tim for Life, thank you so much for being a part of the show. Scully C, Bears fan, got a challenging game against the Packers this week. Let's see what you can do. But Caleb Williams, oh well, I don't trust. Mike Lewis, thank you very much for your comments about good sports. We appreciate it. Winning 246. Yeah, you're a Jets fan. I support Greenwaz channel. Appreciate you guys being a part of the show. Thank you so much. Weldon's Fence, appreciate you being a part of the show. Jack Paul is going to fight tonight. I think he wins, but who knows what's going to happen. Joe in 1761, big Rams fan. Hopefully you guys recover from the game from last night. We appreciate you being part of the show. It's me, Robbie, Cowboy fan. Please, Cowboys, beat the Chargers. Please. We appreciate you being part of the show. Google Will's a Jacksonville fan. I think he was. Appreciate you being part of the show, coming to our side of the block, listening in to what the Bronco fans think. We appreciate you being part of the show. Anthony V303, thank you for being part of the show. Jeremy Hall, he's also a Bears fan. Big game against the Packers. Let's see what happens. Bobby Heeman, he's also a Raiders fan. Got to get better on that offensive line. You'll get there. Raymond's Boy, appreciate you being part of the show. David Staver, thank you very much for being part of the show. Clutch Witch, Icky. I'm not going to say it all together. Bonix Manning comparison. Appreciate you being part of the show. Victory Lap. Yo! Victory Lap. Thank you for being a part of the show. Cairo, saw your comments. Appreciate you being part of the show. Jace Casillas, Broncos are going to win. I agree with you so much. My friend, Man Underbelly's Cookie, Man needs more cookies. If you guys need someone to come clean your toilet, hit him up through the YouTube channel. He loves cleaning toilets.
Don't look at Spence. Don't look.
Loves cleaning toilets. Reeser Rapid, thank you for being part of the show. My dear longtime college friend, Brian Dreyfus, how problems. Thank you for being a part of the show. We appreciate you listening in. Go have fun at the game tonight or game this weekend. Celis 1994, thank you for being part of the show. We'll never read the comments you had. How dare you think that people would be thinking that stuff? You know what? Grow up. Stinson is a Chargers fan. Yes, you guys beat us earlier, but we're going to face you later in the season in a meaningless game. So if you beat us twice, well, congratulations. We'll see you in the playoffs. Chris Falkins, yes, this is a Broncos country podcast. We're all about Denver Broncos. Toppers 212. No, we're not in Colorado, but I go up to Colorado a few times a year. I got to see my parents who live in Colorado. I got friends and family. You name the city, you name the town. There's a great place up in Montrose to go have drinks and everything like that. So where are you from, Topper? And that is it. Back to you, Bill.
One great comment I want to say from Jack. Jack, thank you so much for your comment. He says, no Denver MHRT channel reads the fans like this channel. Yes, it's all about the chats in this show. We bring the topics. You guys bring the backbone and the support. That's why we always will, always have, and always will bring in the chat, because that is the backbone of this show. Spence, it's been a pleasure, my friend. I won't talk to you on a show until after Christmas. So would you, your family, your lovely wife, Anna, have a fantastic Merry Christmas. I will see you on the show next Friday, and I'll probably talk to you a little bit before then. But until then, guys, excuse me, I got to get back to where I'm supposed to be. Until then, guys, have a fantastic weekend. Have a fantastic Broncos hopeful win over the Jacksonville Jaguars this Sunday. Have a very, very Merry Christmas. Stay safe, each and every one of you. We want to see you next Friday, day after Christmas. We'll talk to you then, guys. Love each and every one of you. Thank you for your support. Till then, bye-bye.
Fast lane when I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat. Simcoe's been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I might never come down, cause the coast's racking up.